Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope your weekends were all swell, and I hope you have another swell one to coming up. Oh, mercy me. Went shopping this weekend. That's the end of that. That is the end of that. Send money. That's what you got to do. Thanks, Julie. Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit better, but we're not cured yet. But I am feeling better. Good morning, Jack, JW, Ron, Bob, Joe, Maureen. Good morning, Al, Steph, Mike, Larry, John. Good morning. How you guys doing? All right. So this morning here, I see a lot of energy popping up. Well, first let's do this. No, first I need to stick with my notes here. Okay. I'm going to look at this chart. We can start with IWM. I'm a believer in following the trend, whether the trend is up or whether the trend is down, meaning bullish or bearish. I think that's where the force is. That's where the power is. That's where the easier money is. Money can be made to the downside in a bullish trend. It can be. But you're going against the tide. In my opinion, just my opinion. So I look at IWM here, and we'll pop through all the indices, but they're all exactly the same. IWM here, this is about as bullish as you get. I mean, it's just bullish, 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 with the pullbacks that we like for entries and the rises for the swings where you make money on. Now, when this turns red, when we start to roll over, very similar to this right here, and I do mean very, very similar, then that will be the time for us to be looking at short charts. And if you go long, you'll be going against the current. And it's always best to go with the current. You'll swim a lot less harder by swimming with the current. So we still have a trend line on a couple of them up here. I know there's this weekend I listened to a lot of chatter. I was in my truck a bit, and I had it cued into some of the talk shows. And, recession here, horrible 2023, earnings in the toilet. It's like, oh, my God, they're named correctly, Eeyores, for God's sakes. And they could be right, okay? Please don't get me wrong. They absolutely could be right. But I can't tell you when. And they don't seem to be telling you when either. They give you a window that's big enough you could drive a bus through. So how does that help us? So what we have are the tools. We have built tools, or somebody has built them for us, and then we use those tools. The trend is one of our absolute best tools. So keep the trend in mind. Keep that in mind. You can see the cues here. We're trending up as much as your gut might feel that, hey, we're about to roll over and we're going to tank and the recession monster is going to bite you. Really, all that is, just go to the bathroom. You'll solve your gut problem. That's all you got to do. Until that trend changes, the trend will stay a trend. It's that simple. Look at the diamonds here. Nobody ever thought the diamonds would get through that trend line. Well, yabba dabba doo, there we go. Now, I'm not saying it's going to stay there. We could roll over. Those dots could get just as red, like over here. And we could tank. We could tank all the way down here and test those lows. And we could tank twice as far. Oh, it's possible. Believe me, it is. But we don't know when. The window, like I said, is big enough you could drive a bus through. So let's just follow the trend. The trend is something we can see at any time. We can see it on our computer. We can see it on our phone. I mean, it's easy to see it, and there's no guessing. It's a small window. It really is. So a lot of things I heard this weekend, 2023, we're just going to be horrible, and maybe into 2024, we're just going to be horrible. That's quite a window. Good grief. There's 12 There's 12 windows in the 2023 window. There's 52 windows inside 12 of those windows. Or 52 windows in the whole big window. So you know where I'm going with this. Well, here's a little window right here. It's very clear. It's always very, very clean. You can see through it all the time. Nothing messes with it. Just follow the trend. That's all you got to do. Anyway, there's my 2 cents. All right, what else did I write? Oh, wall of worry. I wrote down here the wall of worry is the Fed's recession, China, and then in my typical smart mouth self, here's what I wrote. The wall of worry is the Fed's, the recession, China, and the lack of apple pie will cause the market to roll over and push below the lows. Until it happens, don't raise your blood pressure. Just follow the trend. That's all you got to do. And eat some of that apple pie. Okay, let's look at HAL here. Like I said earlier, energy seems to be a little excited this morning. HAL is popping up. You've got the thing about HAL is you've got some targets up here. We can just push this up to this high, 43.80 up there. We could easily break out. This might be one you don't want to chase just because it's up a bit too much. But once you get stocks moving like this, this is the spark. This is the spark. And then let the spark die down, and then that's when you start looking. That's how all the good trades are really that way. You just go back and look at them. Take an honest day. Don't trade. Clear your mind, and just go look at charts. Bulls step in somewhere, and then there's that rest, and then that's what we look for, those entries near support, near your buy area, something like that. INFN, not energy, but this is a beautiful chart. Nice little pole moving up. Here we rested, making a nice rounded top up here. We're making a J-hook continuation pattern is what that is. We start to break out. And then the targets are very simple. Recent places that price has been, just like that. Very easy to trade. Very easy to trade. Entry can be everything from a breakout to not quite down there, I would think. Let's change that a little bit. There we go. Let's do that. An entry could be anywhere in this area. Yes, even up here. Some people will buy right away. Let's do it. I don't think I have what is. Okay. Some people will buy right away. Some people will wait till it breaks out, settles down. Some people will buy just the simple breakout. Some people will say, well, I'm not buying this till it moves all the way back here. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no super magic place to buy it. Some people are going to put trend lines on it. Maybe we better do it like this. Here we go. Some people are going to use a trend line and use that as their backstop. If it breaks their backstop, they're out. Makes a lot of sense to me. Some people might use that red line there, the 17, the lows maybe. APA. I love the way it's going sideways. It's been going sideways for several days. That gives it enough time to relax. Price has gone up. Price is relaxed. We're getting this little pop today. And again, on the scanner, that's how I saw these this morning. I turned the scanner on, and it's like, whoa, what's getting in with oil? Oil's moving up here a little bit. So a lot of energy is popping. So anything over this trend line, we would look at this as a buy. This could be a buy early this morning, could be a buy this afternoon. Target-wise, the big target is going to be right up there, right there. I think that's the big target for now. Break out from there. There's no reason why I can't go higher. So let's throw a little pot in the mix. Nothing wrong with that. So Friday, actually a lot last week, CGC got pretty fired up here. And what we want to see is that continuation. So I'm going to put a line right here. Now, it doesn't matter to me if we hang out down here. In fact, if it was to hang out down here, let's do this. There we go. If it was to hang out and put in another little dip and then start coming up, what that is allowing more buyers to come in. That might be the one that pushes us up through. If it wants to push up through right away, that's fine. What I'm going to look for is a push and a rest and a buy, just like that. Push, rest, buy. I think we've got a nice resistance line here. We break through that resistance line. There's good targets up here on the left-hand side. Here's SLB. SLB is working out really nice. Careful not to chase. If they gap up like this, just sit tight. We're going to have a little resistance through here. So let's see what it does right there. We could run up to that line, and I put mine where it touches multiple touches. Some people are going to put it on that high. I honestly can't say which is right. Either way, we move up here. Let's see what happens if it can get through or if it pushes down. Either way could offer some insight. FNGU. FNGU is just a hop and a skip over my bullish mark here. FNG pushes over that bullish mark and can hold. That's going to put a lot of juice in the market, I think. That'll put a lot of juice. The key is going to be to hold. If we get up into here and we start to roll back, the market just might do a little rolling back with it. Or maybe it's the market that's helping it roll back. So I'm going to be watching this one very closely here. But if we can stabilize over 65, 70 here, I think we have a bullish market. DVN, another one setting up. DVN's been a little bit sour moving down. Now we're starting to turn back up, and you can see the buyers are a little interested. AMC, I liked that last week. I still like AMC. I think it looks terrific. Over 878, I'm seeing 12 and 13 bucks up here. OKE, another energy chart, beautiful trend. That maintained a really nice trend here. Watch for a buy in there. And where would the buy be? Buy is perfect right here. Buy box, that high, this low, in this area, to me, is a buy. NVIDIA is setting up. NVIDIA looks like what I like to be, Tigger. Can you imagine Tigger doing this? Ready? Boink, 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 boink. Just like Tigger does. Bullish chart, trend, rise up, little pullback, bulls get back in it. That, my friends, are the trade ideas today. I do want to thank everybody for being here. Happy Monday, really. Trade smart, trade well, and remember to share your trades. That's always nice and very helpful to everybody. And we'll see you all here in a bit, okay? Take care. Thank you.